Alright guys, we had some small technical difficulties, but everything's resolved and we're behind schedule, so I'm just gonna let cheez8 take over. Bye.
Oh, okay, we're starting. There's a second title screen to get to a real title screen. That's where time starts. Hello, it's me, Cheese. We're Talking Time Bros 2 starts off like right on the heel, or 2.5 starts right off on the heels of 2, with everyone safe and sound, and self-proclaimed tag-along protagonist, or like sidekick, potentially Kirby, is still here. Nobody wants him here. The stated goal of this adventure is to get him, like, just get rid of him. Drop him off in space. So we're gonna just commandeer this abandoned spacecraft that no one was in, and head out into space, and Bowser's gonna be there, and we should probably stop him while we're there, because he will destroy our spaceship. So, Super Talking Time Bros 2.5 is a fan game made in the SMBX engine. SMBX being basically just like, imagine Mario Maker, except way jankier and a lot more restrictive. I consider the Talking Time series of games to be some of the best things that have come out of SMBX ever. This was made back. This particular entry was made back in 2013 when everybody came off of making Talking Time Bros 2 and still wanted to make levels, so they were going to make like 20 or so, and accidentally made an entire game. Time's going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And I'm going to catch my breath. So, Super Mario Bros. X has 5 playable characters, the engine: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, and Link. Link being a very odd one out. Most important for a speedrun, Toad has a higher base speed than any of them. And so we're going to be using him a lot. He also has the benefit of his Leaf power-up allows him to also double jump. Balanced out by the fact that he takes, like, in order to fly, he needs to have a much longer runway, and he also doesn't do nearly as well. This is not where I want to be. Okay. So, Toad, in order to fly, needs a much longer runway, and also he's not nearly as good at descending, like slowing his descent. This does not actually balance the fact that he can double jump. It's a double jump, come on. So he's far and away the best character for speedrunning. We're going to be using him more than any other character, but we are actually going to use all 5 characters available to us during the run. Either by some levels necessitating them, like barring entry for any other characters, or because we just want to. Toad is the kid? More or less, I guess. Yeah, he's the only one with double jumps, so yeah. Nobody really gets a gun, though. Not unless the game gives it to us. Excuse me. I talked a lot faster than I intended to. This right here is, like, basically the only level in the run that you can just go straight through. And I messed it up anyway. Good start, good sign. So, that basically covers... That basically... Oh, we will give Toad a gun, don't you worry. That basically covers Toad. Other characters, Mario and Luigi, are like what you'd expect, but they do have some certain things to them, like, for instance, they're the only characters that can ride Yoshis. Anybody else tries to ride a Yoshi, it just turns into a shoe. Really. And so that's why we have Mario here, because we're gonna get a blue Yoshi in this level. And blue Yoshis can fly if they're eating something. More than anything, that'll save time just in this level alone, because, like, immediately after getting this, we're going to skip a whole bunch of auto-scrolling, like Raft style. And get chased by this guy. Okay, he died, good. Having, like, free, unrestricted flight might seem pretty powerful, but we're actually not going to use, we're actually not going to use the blue Yoshi very often here. Because, like, sure, it can fly, but if Toad can get somewhere faster, then that's faster. We are gonna stick with the blue Yoshi in this next level, though, just because there's so much, like, Toad's double jump can't actually do much of anything here. There's no way to actually gain flight. Whoop. Okay, you know what? That was a good start. Let's pretend that never happened. So, this level full of, like, waiting for vines to grow, getting caught in water, not being able to actually have a runway for flight. One of the few times where Yoshi really helps out. Oh yeah, so like, in the middle of any level, you can just sort of reload your save. If something goes super horribly wrong, okay. Okay, get rid of the nerves here. It's a late night run. We're like, it's around midnight for a lot of people, including me. This is just gonna be laid back, fun, doesn't matter, like, no pressure here. Also, yeah, bullies. This game draws on, like, a whole bunch, well, partly SMBX as an engine, but also the Talking Time games in particular. Just draw on a whole bunch of Mario enemies from, like, every entry, including, like, SMB2, Mario Land. Why would we enter the castle? It honks at us every time we pass it. And not only is that rude, but it's fun, and we want it to keep honking at us. Definitely the most important part of the Talking Time experience is the honks. Oh yeah, so here's Link. This is the longer of his two showings in this run, unfortunately. We've got a pretty neat level here too. We're basically using the Tanuki... We're basically using the Tanuki statue transformation as, like, sort of a pseudo lens of truth. Unfortunately, that means this level is full of secrets and shortcuts, and that means that, it lasts like 30 seconds, and that's all we're gonna see of Link. So now we're back to Toad for, like, the next long while. And the levels are gonna start ramping up. By the way, this is we're in World 2, and soon we're gonna enter World 3. That's not where I want to be. Okay. So, like, the way this game is set up, you saw that split path at the start. About half of the game's content is on either side of that. With, like, five worlds in either direction. And then also shortcuts, they're called shortcuts, with the secret exits that skip entire worlds. So, fun thing about the SMBX engine, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. You're gonna see some dropped frames. Those aren't on OBS's side, those are on SMBX's side. And actually, the game will freeze. if it feels like it, and then just sort of slingshot back into the proper timeline, and I go way, like, I just end up somewhere. That is what it's like playing SMBX. No matter how good the game and level design actually is, you can't change the engine. And this still manages to be, like, really, really fun. Alright, so we can get our leaf back pretty easily here. There's going to be a whole lot of power-ups all in a row. And the background here is probably going to be illegible and unparsable. That's fine. We don't stay here long. I'm gonna really need to keep, like, it's gonna be very important actually keeping the leaf through this whole stretch where I'm Toad. Because I'm going to absolutely need it for a level at the end of it. And the levels leading up to that level don't really have a good way of getting a leaf back. So if I lose the leaf, I also lose a whole bunch of time and also a whole bunch of street cred. While I just derp around trying to get my power up back. This level, by the way, has it's basically yeah. Second part here has a whole bunch of weird hitboxes and instant death and small platforms. Flying through it is a fool's errand. It is possible to build up flying speed even with Toad, but very, very difficult. And the next couple of levels are kind of easier, but this is also the point where you can't just get an easy leaf back. So I better be careful. It's got a tricky flight through a whole bunch, through like a couple clouds of ghosts here in this level. I should not have gone over that ghost. Barely avoided damage and... Okay, we're good for the first room. And if I can just barely build up running speed here... Oh! That was a pretty bad time for lag. Yeah, this level is pretty... This level can be difficult if you haven't actually planned a route through it. I don't blame you. Speaking of, the next level is going to probably look uneventful, even if I do everything cleanly. It's actually one of the most chaotic levels in the entire game because of the gimmick of all the bombs all over the place. You can land on them and jump on them, but like if you do that, the bubble pops and the one block platform that you just landed on starts falling. And so going through here without some sort of flight is one of the most fun and also unreasonably challenging. Here we go. Oh! Ooh, straight in there. This level is absolute chaos. I'm gonna give it another go just to see if I can. Put that down safely. If this doesn't work, I can always switch to Mario and his blue Yoshi as a backup, but I really want to give this a go because it is ridiculous, and I like ridiculous. No. Ugh. Okay, made it through. Sometimes a bomb just ends up in your hands and you have to get rid of it before it explodes. That level is so fun. Goodbye. Alright, so we don't have a leaf. That means we've got to start this level as Toad to pick up a leaf and switch to another character partway through. Which is gonna waste a decent bit of time, but whatever. Who likes Gradius? Also, yes, someone said don't give Toad a gun. Oh no, we're giving Toad a gun. He will stick it into the ceiling and not fire bullets into the ceiling, but he has a gun nonetheless. Why have given Toad a gun? Who wouldn't give Toad a gun? Toad holding things SMB2 style instead of like functioning brain style kind of sucks when it means you actually shoot bullets over enemies' heads. Anyway, this is the leaf that I need. And now we switch to Luigi because Mario's got his Yoshi and we want to keep that for the like the backups. So Luigi gets to fight this boss instead. There we go. Yeah, Toad deserves a gun. And now with that leaf that we picked back up for Toad, we can actually get through we can save like a full minute or something in this level. Him needing a longer runway means you can't like Toad. One time I managed to fly with him by accident here, but you really don't get to Okay, so this is where it comes in handy that you can just quit out of a level and reload your save, because hey, I've got my leaf back. And get to try that again. Right at the midpoint. Why did I do things this way? Blech. Let's die once in every level. Oh no. Hey, would you like to highlight this fail? Here's how you do it. Thank you, Wannabes. Thank you, Seki. You don't have to cheer so loudly. It's fine. There we go. Made it to the midpoint. The rest of the level is a whole lot more consistent. Okay, here we go. Right, good fire RNG, that's awesome. And we've even got a leaf for the next level. Sweet. Or the next Toad level. Next actual level is actually Peach's time to shine. Peach is pretty much as you'd expect from where she's playable. She's got the lowest top speed out of everybody, but she's able to float in the air. And more importantly for here, her particular Hammer Bros suit upgrade gives her bombs. Woohoo! SMBX is a very stable engine. So, Peach's upgrade gives us bombs. We gotta get those to the, we gotta carry those all the way to the midpoint without getting hit. in order to get the secret exit that skips all of World 4. Yeah. That was weird momentum. Okay, we're good. Technically not out of the woods yet. This jump is always scary, but I haven't failed it yet. And with this, we're on to World 5 already. The World 5 is, I think I mentioned it, but World 5 is the last world before the two paths rejoin, from where the game split right at the start. And this level here is pretty unique because it's basically a bonus level. Like, no matter which direction you access it from, you always need to get a secret exit to find it. Whoop. And it's all about flight. I spaced out for like 7 seconds there. Yeah, it's all about flight. You get Karibo shoes. There are leaves just sitting around. Almost every shell is blue if you've got a Yoshi, and also this boot can fly. It just can fly. And there's coins everywhere. It's a really good life farming place too, honestly. If you get that disco shell to follow you, it can mow it down like 17 enemies in a row. Wear a shoe. The one downside to the shoe is it can't actually gain any height in the water, so we've got to ditch it here. Oh, apparently there's a way to carry it through the filter. That's good to know, but I'm sure it would also make the speedrun a little less interesting. So I don't know it? Okay. Double jump physics are weird, water physics are weird. Together, like, combine them together and you can just fall and die at the end of the level without knowing why. That was scary. Alright, end of World 5. This is another level, like, this is another point where after this I'm going to need a leaf moving forward for the next level. Also, it's Mario Land. It's scary Mario Land. Ugh. Little too slow. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you can just, like, shove either the boot or yourself through the wall there. I can see that message. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. I should mention that, like, basically none of the assets that you're seeing here are in, like, normal vanilla SMBX, and SMBX is also so restrictive that you cannot actually add new things to the game. So yeah, this is a rather impressive sort of technical stuff on display here. Like, low-key. Alright, I'm checked out. Let's check back in. I'm sorry for, like, the repeated deaths here. Take the top path because it doesn't actually kill me. Let's take the bottom path because I can actually go that way right now. Yeah, this is like this is a slightly modified vanilla SMBX. I think the only modification they did was for something like allowing the castle to honk at you at the end of levels. Everything that you're seeing here is like smoke and mirrors out of vanilla SMBX, which is impressive. Also, Tangus mad we stole his starbase. Too bad for him. But he's really mad that we stole his starbase, and he's going to explode again. Good for him. Yep, not content with giving Toad a gun, now he has a flamethrower. Toad is on a rampage that nobody can stop. Gonna save, like, right here. Because this level is all vertical, and having a leaf is going to save a whole ton of time. And I'll probably need to focus a little bit, especially near the end. Because it is, like, constant doing stuff. I love... By the way, whatever this remix is, I assume it's a remix anyway, it feels like just the right kind of familiar that I can't place it and I'm not sure I've heard it. But, like, the source material before. And I kind of really like it, so, like, back in the day, like, there wasn't really good documentation, so I'm wondering if anyone actually knows what this remix is. Or, like, could be. Just putting that out there while I do the terrifying. Okay, let's try... Let's get, like, quarter of the way up again and try again. Oh, come on. Okay, no time save, but at least I still have the leaf. This is the trick that I was most worried about screwing up, but I've still got my leaf, I'm good. Music credits in the documentation? Oh, okay. I didn't realize they would be there. I just checked, like, I just went to check the, like, music file, and it's just called Tower. So, I'll check that after the run, thank you. By the way, we're just about, like, encroaching on Bowser's army, so Luigi gets another chance to shine here. Whoops. With missiles. Somebody gave Luigi a gun. I mentioned that you can't actually create things in SMBX, so this is really cool. It's still true that you can't create things in SMBX. This just is now. And so, like, even though it's kind of near the, like, right at the end of the game, this is, like, not necessarily hard so much as just, like, a fun power trip, just getting this cool new toy and tearing through Bowser's army with it as you get close, yeah, you know? I'll get that turtle stick here. Do it. Yeah, like, what it is they've removed gravity from the fireball, you're right, but, like, it's presented just right that it feels like they created some... Ooh, good. That's very embarrassing. Yeah, it's presented just right that it feels like just this cool, awesome new thing. You know what? Look, it's basically midnight. This run isn't about speed anymore. It's about having a good time. Like, not a good time in terms of speed running, but just a good time. And I think we're there. Whoop. You go away. The organizers can facepalm all they want, I don't care. I'll die again if I want to. I don't want to. But hey. If I have a reason to, I will. Give me more of these. Here's another gun if you want it. This level's really good about just like, hey. About just like making you feel powerful. Just all the Lakitus and Amber Bros, you're actually able to deal with them now. One way or another. And this is fine because, like, we're at the midpoint now. I can die all at once. I mean, I did just say that was always true, but now I can really die all I want. Now I can want to die. That's not how it was supposed to come out. Oh, down the pipe. We're almost done with Bowser's defenses here. Just one reactor to explode, explodify, and we're out. And on to the final stretch of the game. This level coming up has a real, like, new Super Mario Bros. Vibe. That's partly because of the music, but also, like, the whole gimmick of switches that lower the lava for a set time, and, like, oh, time caught up. Time caught up again, that's fun. Like, the whole level design surrounding it just sort of comes together to give that vibe. Yeah. Alright, we're out. Get rid of this thing. Oop. So, let's see. I think 2 more levels for Toad. But we're down to just 2 more levels for Toad. Yeah. And this one's probably got the riskiest trick in the run. Oop. You can probably kind of see we're encroaching on the void, on the, like, singularity of space that Bowser's after. Everything's all weird. Leave that bat out of the way. And just don't freeze on me now. Okay. Good, nice, casual flight through a narrow tunnel full of lava. We did it. That's actually slower than just flying through with Mario and the Yoshi, but it looks cooler. Why is Bowser toying with space? Who knows? I think it seems like he just found something cool in space and decided this can give me power. Let's go check it out. Speaking of, this level's sort of like we finally caught up with Bowser's big ol' space fleet. It's big, and the intended path is to just like wind your way through like a windy path all over, like through all of his airships and all. And we're gonna see a little more of it because I forgot to fly. Let's get some runway going. There we go. The more direct path is like saves a whole, like cuts out an incredible amount of time over the less direct path. And yeah, I do love the background on that level. It's amazing. And that's all we're gonna see of Toad this time around. He's had his time in the spotlight, now it's everyone else's turn. Right here we're gonna switch back to Mario, not actually because he's got a blue Yoshi to ride, but because Mario and Luigi got too occupied saying we're switching back to Mario to actually do that. This game came out 2013. So yeah, the actual important thing about changing to Mario here is that reserve item up top. There's a power-up in this level that's going to be real important to have a little later, but it's going to be near impossible to actually, like, go that distance without taking a hit. And between Mario and Luigi, Luigi's, like, Mario just goes faster on account of not buttering his shoes. So, we take our hammer suit and switch away from it immediately. Doing real well tonight. One more try with the tools that I need to actually get there to that little secret area. Also, if ever you needed any proof that, like, we're getting real close to the place where reality is tearing apart, here's this level. Like, we're basically in the singularity right now. I want a bot actively sabotaging me. I see. Here we go. Bye, Yoshi. Oh wait, no, he's staying here. I can ride on spikes and stuff. Neat. I haven't had Yoshi along with me for a long time in practice runs. And there went the hardest jump in the game. Or, like, at least the hardest run that is actually on the main path for you to do. Gasp! Yoshi, please get out of here. You're keeping me from throwing hammers. Okay, so here's Galactic Knight, aka SMB3 Bowser, but really big. And as always, SMB3 Bowser is too slow. Unfortunately, here we are. Waiting out the fight is probably the faster option between that and going back through for the hammer suit again. You gonna jump, buddy? There we go. One more. Alright, we're good. Okay, one more boss left after this. And this is where we see Link again, because they didn't actually, like, for once they didn't actually Link-proof this boss. And so this almost brutal, very difficult first phase is already over. And I did not slingshot off the platform. Awesome. Thanks, SMBX. And for the second phase, the true hero of our story, Luigi, will go to save the day or save the universe from dark matter. With Kirby's help, who is unfortunately still around. He's got the Star Rod at least. Do some dodging. These things are just legit annoying. Get out of here. Alright, we're good. Not done quite yet. Just an escape sequence to go. As long as SMBX doesn't lag on me, I should make it out just fine. And time will be when we go in the pipe. This is way tenser than it's ever been. Thank you, SMBX, for being an engine. Help! Are we good? We're good. Sweet. And time. Is there a third game in the series? This is the third game in the series. We had 1, 2, and then 2.5, and it's been 8 years since then, so as of now, this is the most recent game. Isn't out yet? Oh. I'm surprised to see yet there. Anyway, the universe is saved, and more importantly, we're where we want to be in space. Goodbye, Kirby. And credits roll. I guess I'm supposed to still talk. I actually made it under estimate? Awesome. Assuming... It felt like I was dying in every level, so I don't know, like, I'm actually shocked that I'm under estimate. That estimate was pretty close to, like, I don't know. Anyway, cool. I'm glad it's awesome. Like, I'm glad the run didn't waste too much time. I'm glad I didn't, like, put us further behind estimate, and I'm glad a lot of people seem to enjoy.
Hell yeah, Cheese. That was a good run, dude. Congrats on coming in under estimate.
How did that happen?
Hey, you take some licks, but then you gain some ground again, so it worked out in the end.
So, yeah, I'm happy.
Excellent. Well, is there anything else you wanted to say?
Apparently, there is a Talking Time Bros 3 in the works, and I'd like to say, heck yeah, I'm interested in that.
That's huge.
I hope it comes out. And yeah. So what's next? Celeste spring collab something?
Yeah, the Celeste spring collab 2020. God help me.
Well, consider not sleeping.
Hell yeah, I am not sleeping either. I'm hyped. Alright, cool. Alright guys, well, hang on just a minute. We'll go ahead and get the spring collab of Rockin' and Rollin'.
Thank you for having me here, by the way. Before I go, thank you. It's been great. I had fun. The marathon is awesome so far. It's great.
Yeah, of course. Jeez, we're always a pleasure to have you, my man. Always a pleasure. Alright, and yeah, we'll go ahead and get the collab